Hello there. Just getting ready to get started. So if you have a block, go ahead and grab it. If you haven't practiced with me before, my name is Mo, and we're going to do a Vinyasa flow today. I'm going to keep you moving, but we will pause and just make sure that we truly land the pose. And as we land each pose or asana, really take the time to make sure that you're connecting with your breath and pressing, grounding down into your feet as you land that pose. Today we're going to start in a seated meditation. So you can either start in a simple sitting pose. You could also start, as I was, resting your hips on your heels. And you can do this with the top of your feet pressing down, or you can come up with your toes flexed and press your hips back and really press into the bottoms of your toes. So any of those three options are fine. Wherever you are, let's start by lengthening the spine. And imagine that there's a string attached to the crown of your head, pulling you up. Lift the bottom of your ribs up away from your hips. Rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. And let's focus on the breath. And as you inhale, imagine strength. Strength through your spine. Strength throughout your body. Strength in your mind. And on every exhale, soften. Soften through your joints. Soften in your heart. Show yourself compassion. Start to lengthen your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Inhale, strength. Exhale, soften. Take 2 more breaths. Open your eyes, arms out to potted palm. Inhale, take your right arm up. Exhale, bend your left elbow and lean. Getting a nice side body stretch on the right side. And release. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bend your right elbow and lean. And release. Circle your arms around. Come up onto all fours. Stacking hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Start to move through cat and cow. Move to your breath. The inhale and the exhale. One more time. Neutral tabletop. Inhale, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now position yourself so that you're comfortable. Maybe you take your feet farther apart, hands farther apart, taking up more of the width of your mat. Or maybe you walk your hands forward and your feet back to take up more of the length of your mat. Press your hips toward the back of the room. Slowly walk your dog out, gently bending into one knee, dropping the other heel, waking up the backs of your legs. Pause in stillness. Inhale, rise up on your toes. Exhale, drop your heels to the right. Take a breath. Come back up to the center. Inhale. Exhale, drop your heels to the left. Come back to the center. Drop your heels toward the earth. Walk your hands back to your toes. Feet hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows. Inhale. Exhale, hang in ragdoll. And breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Pull your navel toward your spine. Hold in stillness, or maybe you sway from side to side if that feels good. Release your hands to the mat. Toe heel your feet together. Plant your right hand on the mat. Bend your left knee and twist. Left arm up. And release. Let's switch. Left hand plants, right knee bends, and twist. And release. Roll up one vertebra at a time, all the way rolling your shoulders back. Mountain pose. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Soften. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Soften through your elbows and your knees. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. High plank. Pause. Pull your navel toward your spine. Drop to your knees. Lower all the way down to the mat. Hands by your ribs. 3 cobras. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Lift your chest. Lift the back of your head up toward the sky. Child's pose, press back. Take a full breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Right foot steps between your hands, followed by your left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, rise. High mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, step back, downward facing dog. Pause for a breath. Shift forward, high plank. Chin out in front of your fingertips. Drop to your knees. Lower all the way down to the mat. Hands by your ribs, 2 cobras. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Lift your shoulder blades toward the sky. Child's pose, press back. Full breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Left foot steps between your hands, followed by your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. High mountain, reach. Fold. Halfway lift. Step back. Downward facing dog. High plank. Lower all the way to the mat. Lay the tops of your feet down. 1 cobra. Inhale. Exhale, release. Curl your toes under, push up, high plank, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Right foot steps between your hands, followed by your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, high mountain. Fold. Halfway lift. Step back. Downward facing dog. Shift forward, high plank. Chaturanga, or all the way to the mat. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Left foot steps between your hands, followed by your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, high mountain. Fold. Halfway lift, step back, high plank. Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, chair. Knees behind your toes. Fold. Halfway lift. Step back. Vinyasa. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps between your hands, warrior one. Reach through your fingertips. Bend into the right knee. Feel the outside of your left foot. Hands to the mat, Vinyasa. You can add a push-up if you want to make it more challenging, or maybe go straight back to downward facing dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Reach through your fingertips. Hands to the mat, Vinyasa. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rise, chair. Fold. Halfway lift, Vinyasa. Pause for a breath. Right foot steps between your hands, warrior one. Bend into the right knee. Hands to the mat, Vinyasa. Left foot steps, warrior one. Press into the four corners of both feet. Hands to the mat, Vinyasa. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, chair. Fold. Halfway lift. Step back, your Vinyasa. Pause for a breath. Right foot steps, warrior one. Pull your navel toward your spine. Vinyasa. Left foot steps, warrior one. Vinyasa. Breathe. Create space between the shoulders and the ears. Make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair. Drop to skiers. Knees behind your toes. Chest up. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, your vinyasa. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale, right leg lifts. Stretch it up high. Drop the leg to hip height. Bend the knee and open. Peek underneath your right arm. Get a nice side body stretch. Step your right foot through. Warrior one, rise. Warrior two. Reverse. Hands to the mat, vinyasa. Inhale, left leg lifts, stretch it up high. Drop the leg to hip height, bend the knee and open. Peek underneath the left arm. Step the left foot through, warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Hands to the mat, vinyasa. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee and open. Step your right foot through, runner's lunge. Drop your hips, lift your left heel. Left arm plants, right arm twists. Bring your right hand down, rise, crescent lunge. Lifting your left heel like you're standing on the back wall. Pull your right hip back just a little bit. Open to cactus arms. Lift your heart, go back. Crescent lunge. Hands to heart center, twist. Left elbow over the right thigh. Pull your belly button in. Stay here or expand through the arms, spreading your fingers. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend and press. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Right forearm to your thigh, left arm up. Spread your fingers. Lift your right side body. Take the bicep over the ear, reaching for where the wall and ceiling meet. Breathe. Warrior two. Hands to the mat. Vinyasa. Pause for a breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Right hand plants, center of your mat, side plank. Stack or stagger your feet. Lift your right hip as high as you can. Take the bicep over the ear. And now lift your collarbone toward the sky. High plank. Vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee and open. Step your left foot through, runner's lunge. Lift your right heel. Press your hips down. Right hand plants twist. Bring your left hand down, rise, crescent lunge, lifting the right heel like you're standing on the back wall. Pull your left hip back. Open to cactus arms. Lift your heart, go back. Crescent lunge, reach. Warrior two. Come back to a crescent lunge. Hands to heart center, twist. Right elbow over the left thigh. Pull your navel toward your spine. Expand, spreading your fingers. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend and press. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Left forearm to your thigh, right arm up, spreading your fingers. Lift your left side body. Take the bicep over the ear. Warrior two. Hands to the mat. Vinyasa. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Left hand plants, side plank. Stack or stagger your feet. Lift the left hip. Head back, hips forward. Take the bicep over the ear. Flex your feet, pulling your toes toward your face. High plank, Vinyasa. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rise. High mountain, drop to chair. Skier's pose. Knees behind your toes. Lift all 10 toes up, spread them apart. Gently place them back down. Hands to heart center, prayer twist. Left elbow over the right thigh. Pull your left hip back. Expand through the arms, spreading your fingers. Stay here or bring the bicep over the ear, reaching in front of you. Skier's pose. Drop your hips. Hold 3, 2, 1. Fold. Toe heel your feet hip distance apart. Peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, soften as you fold. Soften your knees. Let gravity pull the crown of your head down. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Release your toes. Toe heel your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, chair. Drop to skiers. Hands to heart center, prayer twist. Right elbow over the left thigh. Pull your right hip back. Expand through the arms. Spreading your fingers, reaching. Stay here or take the bicep over the ear. Reaching for the front wall. Skier's pose. Drop your hips. Hold 3, 2, 1. Fold. Toe heel your feet hip distance apart. Gorilla. Palms of your hands under your feet. Toes at your wrists. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Breathe. Take one more breath. Release your hands. Garland, crow, or yogi squat. For yogi squat, take your feet apart, the width of the mat, or even a little wider. We're going to drop the hips as low as we can. Lift the chest. Bring the palms of your hands together. Press your knees out with your elbows. And breathe. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, soften into the pose. Take one more breath. Hands plant, legs go back. Vinyasa. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Roll up, one vertebra at a time, all the way, rolling your shoulders back, mountain pose. If you're going to use a block, set it to the top of your mat. So in mountain pose, let's press into the four corners of both feet. Find your dristi, your gaze. Lift your right knee up as you press into the left foot, arms out. Eagle on the right, right leg over, right arm under. Or you can bring your hands to the opposite shoulder. Squeeze your inner thighs. Elbows up at the height of your shoulders. Take a breath. Tadasana. Press into the four corners of your right foot as you lift your left knee, arms out, eagle on the left. Left leg over, left arm under. Pull your shoulder blades in so the upper back is flat. Tadasana. Eagle on the right. Pull your navel toward your spine. And release. Tadasana. Eagle on the left. Tadasana. Inhale, lift your right knee up. Fly back, airplane pose. Flex your right foot. Press your palms down. Little up dog in your spine. Hands to heart center. Half moon. Left hand to your mat or block, or you can use another prop like a water bottle. Flex your right foot, pulling your toes toward your face. Soften the left knee. Reach through the right fingers. Bring your right hand down, square your hips, twisted half moon. Left arm out. Stretch through the right heel. You can lift your left arm up or bring the hand to the small of your back, rolling your shoulder open. Standing leg splits. Walk your hands back toward the left foot, right leg up. Take a breath. Lower the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Roll up, one vertebra at a time. All the way, rolling your shoulders back. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, lift your left knee. Fly back, airplane pose. Press your palms down. Stretch through the left heel. Hands to heart center, half moon. Right hand to your blocker mat. Soften the right knee. Left arm up. Spread your fingers. Flex your left foot, pulling your toes toward your face. Bring your left hand down. Square your hips. Twisted half moon. Start with your right arm out. Then you can lift the arm up or bring the hand to the small of your back. Lift your left heel another inch. Standing leg splits. Walk your hands back toward the right foot, nose toward your knee. Take a breath. Lower your left foot next to the right. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Mountain pose. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tree pose, right side. Right foot to the inside of your left leg, above or below the knee. Stay here or grow your tree. Lengthen your spine, lift your heart. Inhale, strength. Exhale, soften into your pose. Hands come back to heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tree pose, left side. Left foot to the inside of your right thigh, above or below the knee. Pull your navel toward your spine. Stay here or grow your tree. Create a little more space for your breath. Hands come back to heart center. Tadasana. Step to the top of your mat. Give your legs a shake. Pause in mountain pose. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Shift forward, high plank. Chaturanga, pause. Inhale, up dog, pause. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee and open. Step your right foot through, warrior one. Warrior two. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend and press. Bring your hands around to the small of your back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, humble your warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of your right thigh. Extend through your elbows and lift. Warrior two. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend and press. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your right leg, go back. Cartwheel your arms over the right leg, extended pyramid stretch. Triangle. Right hand to your ankle, your shin, maybe a block. Roll open, left arm up. Now lift your right side body, stacking your lungs. Keep the right knee soft. Take the bicep over the ear. Warrior two. Pivot your toes toward the left side of the mat. Line up your feet as you take your hands around to the small of your back. Inhale, exhale, fold. Drop the crown of your head. Lift your arms up. Release your hands under your face. Soften your knees. Shift your weight onto the balls of your feet and see if you can bring the crown of your head a little closer to your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Take your arms out like a T. Peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, exhale, fold. Bend your elbows. Create space between the ears and the shoulders. Take a breath and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Pivot your toes toward the top of the mat. Pyramid. Step halfway up and out. Hands to your mat, shin or block. Inhale, exhale, fold. Press your weight into your feet. Hips press back toward the back wall. Left foot steps up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise. High mountain. Fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Shift forward, high plank. Chaturanga, pause. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee and open. Step your left foot through. Warrior one. Warrior two. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend and press. Hands around to the small of your back. Inhale. Exhale, humble your warrior. Extend through the elbows. See if you can lift your arms. Warrior two. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend and press. Reverse. Straighten your left leg, go back. Cartwheel your arms over the left leg, extended pyramid. Nose toward your knee. Left hand to your ankle, shin, a block, triangle. Lift your left side body as you stack your lungs. Press into your feet. Bicep over your ear. Warrior two. Pivot your toes toward the right side of the mat. Line up your feet. Bring your hands around, either reaching for opposite elbows or coming to reverse namaste. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Crown of your head down. Maybe take your feet out a little wider. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Turn your fingertips around. Walk your hands through your legs as far as you can. Then bend your elbows and pull the crown of your head down a little closer. Breathe. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Pivot your toes toward the top of the mat. Pyramid. Right foot steps halfway up and out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press your hips toward the back of the mat as you press down into the four corners of your feet. Inhale, strengthen, and exhale, soften into your pose. Right foot steps up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise, high mountain. Fold. Halfway lift. downward facing dog. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. High plank. Lower all the way to the mat. Lay the tops of your feet down, hands by your ribs. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Inhale. Lift your chest. Lift your belly. Tilt your hip points forward and breathe. Fully engage the lower half of your abdomen. Take one more breath and release. Press back, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Bring your knees just behind your hands. Come up to a kneeling position. You can lay the tops of your feet down or curl your toes under for camel. Arms at your sides. Keep your hips flat. Lean back till your fingertips graze your heels. From here, you can either grab your heels or bring your hands to the small of your back. Press your hips forward, lift your heart. So we're working to fully extend through the hips. Lifting, lengthening. Take a breath. Release, rabbit. Knees are close. Foreheads down, arms behind us. Shift your weight to one side. Swing your legs around for bridge. Make your way onto your back. Bend your knees, planting your feet hip to shoulder distance apart. Start with your arms at your sides. On your next inhale, lift your thighs up toward the sky, bridge pose. Press into the mounds of your big toes. You can keep your arms at your sides. You can roll your shoulders under. You can interlace your fingers and extend the arms underneath your torso. Take a breath and release. Knock your knees together, bring them apart. Inhale, rise, bridge. You can stay right here, or maybe this time, lift your right leg up, pointing your foot, reaching the toes toward the sky, pressing into the four corners of the left foot. Bring your right foot down and release. Knock your knees together, bring them apart. One more time. Inhale, rise, bridge pose. Stay here, or this time lift your left leg up, pointing your foot. Press into the right foot as you lift your right thigh as high as you can. Lower the left foot down and release. Bring your feet apart the width of the mat. Knock your knees together. Constructive rest. Press your lower back into the mat. Supine Badakanasana. Recline butterfly. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and reconnect with your breath. Release. Lift your knees. Stretch your right leg up. Bend your right knee and cross the ankle over the top of the left thigh. Take your right hand and press the knee away from your shoulder. You can stay right here or lift your foot to stretch the right hip. Hands behind your thigh or maybe even up on your shin. Flex your feet and continue to press the right knee away from your shoulder. And release. Left leg up. Bend the knee, cross the ankle over the thigh, press the left knee away. Stay here or lift. Pause for a breath and release. Arms at your sides. Legs come up, Viparita Karani. Flex your feet like you're standing on the ceiling. Straighten your legs as much as you can and press your thighs away from your belly, pressing your sacrum into your mat. Open your shoulders. Press the back of your shoulders into your mat. Pull your navel toward your spine. Take one more breath. Knees to chest. Stretch your left leg out. Pulling the right knee in. Supine twist. Right arm goes out. Try to stack your hips. And then roll your right shoulder open. Chest facing the sky. Straighten the left leg. And release. Left knee in your chest. Stretch the right leg out on your mat. Supine twist. And release. Happy baby. Knees and feet out wide. Grab the bottoms of your feet, or maybe take your peace fingers to your big toes, straightening your legs out. You can hold in stillness or rock from side to side, giving your back a little massage. And release. Pause in a reclined butterfly, hands on your thighs. Shavasana, corpse pose. Stretch your legs out. Close your eyes. As you exhale, melt into your mat. Come back to your breath. With every exhale, soften just a little more. Bring your awareness back to the space around you. Bend your knees, planting your feet on your mat. Roll to one side. Pause for a breath. Push yourself to a seated position. Cross your legs. Let's sit up tall again. Rest your hands on your thighs, close your eyes. Inhale, strength. Exhale, soften. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your third eye. With gratitude, namaste. Namaste. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next Monday.